welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is V. To all my returning subscribers, you guys rock. And if you're new here, if you're seeing this video for the very first time, you're welcome. You can call me V by name. So, like you all know, when we started this YouTube, I told you guys we'll be discussing about practically everything that is happening here in the UK, lifestyle, family, whatever is going to benefit you actually. So on today's video, we'll be discussing about the new rule which has taken its effect. So firstly, let me tell you guys, I'm not an immigration officer, I'm not an immigration advisor or anything. So everything I'll be saying today is based on my research so far. So I want you to stay tuned and let's dive into the video. So guys, on today's video we'll be discussing about health care visa. I mean the carers and all of that. So many people has been contemplating on whether they can still be able to bring their dependents in, whether they'll be able to change, so many things running through people's mind on how to stay back in the country, how to be stabilized and all of that. So in this video we'll be discussing explicitly about that so that we can get the real information. We've been hearing so many things back and forth, this and that is causing a lot of confusion to people on what to do and what not. So on today's video I want you to sit down and relax. Let's digest this together. Let's look into it together. Let's know whether you can still be able to bring your dependent in. I'll be going through the new updated information from the Home Office with you guys. So sit and relax. If you're new here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is where you want to be. This is where you get fun, a lot of fun, trust me, and information, stay updated and all of that. You don't want to miss any of this. So if you're new, please subscribe, like, comment and share to your friends so that it can be very benefiting to them. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. So guys, these are the key facts assessing application for dependent partners and dependent children. So basically what they're trying to say here is, if you are already on the route as a skilled worker, or you've just switched your visa from a tier 2 to from tier 4 to tier 2, that means skilled worker. So you can only be allowed to bring in dependents if you had done that, if you had applied for your dependents before March 11. So yeah, they are saying that dependent partner and dependent children are not required to apply at the same time as the lead applicant. They can also apply to join the lead applicant at a later date if a dependent partner and any dependent children apply at the same time to join a lead applicant, who is the main applicant, who has already been granted permission to stay within the UK. All dependents should be granted permission in line with the end date of the lead applicant. So a dependent cannot request to be granted shorter permission than the rule states. For example, if a lead applicant has settled as a skilled worker and the dependent only needs 10 months to reach their 5-year settlement requirements, they will have to apply for and pay associated fees and charges for 3 years permission. So basically what they're trying to say here is, if a main applicant has been on the route, you've been on the journey, you've started your visa already, and your dependent later joined in maybe during the course of your visa. So what they are saying is there are going to be a difference in, like, there's a difference already, because you as a main applicant, you already started your visa and the person is joining you in between. So the remaining month that is going to be left when you're about to apply for your ILR, if it's just few months remaining, like the example they give you, 10 months, that means you have to pay for it, like you're applying for it, so that you're going to meet up with the 5 years. So let's read this other paragraph. It says, where a lead applicant qualifies to apply under the health and care visa, their application and those of their dependent will be subject to reduced visa fees and no immigration health charge. In all other respects, they should be assessed in line with a skilled worker consideration. So if you're applying for your dependent, if you're applying for them, that means you don't have to pay a full visa fee. It's going to be reduced if you're applying for with your dependent. You understand what I'm trying to say? So there will be a reduced visa fee and no immigration extra charge, but at the same time you will be assessed based on the skilled worker consideration. So the second point is that we're going to be talking about here is about care workers and senior care workers. So the Home Office are taking their time to explain and answer people's questions over time. The questions everyone has been asking about, I'm a student, I just finished, can I apply, and all of that. So many questions. They took their time to give us instances, like examples of your questions. The question you may want to ask, either you're a student, you're a carer, wanting to switch to tier 2, you understand, so many questions, and we're going to be looking at them one after the other. So the examples here give answers to if you can bring independence or not. So the first example, the example here says, migrant A has been sponsored as a care worker with their partner and child since 10 January 2022. Can we see the date? Their dependents can continue to apply. So you can bring a dependent if you have applied since 10 January 2022. So example B says, migrant B has been sponsored as a care worker since 25 November 2023 but had not applied for their partner or children. They can make an application for their dependents to join them at any time during their period of leave. So that means the main applicant had gotten the skilled worker visa since 25th November 2023 but had not applied for their partner and children. So this particular person can bring in their dependent. Do you understand? So another example is migrant C has been sponsored as a nurse auxiliary since 10 July 2023 but switches to being a senior care worker with an application made on 15th March 2024. Their dependents will not be allowed to make application in connection with their leave as a care worker. So you can't bring in because you're just applying. You're just applying on 15 March 2024. So you will not be able to bring in your dependent. Migrant D has been a student since 1st September 2021, then switches to being a care worker having completed their course with an application made on 1st April 2024. Their dependents will not be allowed to make application in connection with their leave as a care worker. So this is talking about the student, and they are saying that this particular person has just switched from being a student to a care worker and made an application 1st April 2024. So he's already late for such person to bring independence because it's after March 11. So migrant E has been sponsored as a care worker since 1st June 2023 but switches to being a senior care worker with an application made on 25th March 2024. Their dependents can make application. So migrant F switches from being the dependent partner of a student to being a senior care worker with an application made on 10 March 2024. The partner can apply as a dependent, subject to course completion requirements. What this example F is trying to say is that is if you have completed your school, you've completed your course, So that is when you can now depend on your skilled worker dependent. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So if you need a link to this updated sheet, I'm going to be attaching it in the description, in the comment section for you guys to have a look. So guys, I think this settles all our doubts, our thoughts, everything we've been thinking about. So I wish you all the best. See you in my next video. Bye.